Hi everyone, welcome to Cute Calm Crochet. Today I'm going to show you how to crochet this cute little ghost. This is a beginner friendly project as it does not require any sewing and it's really nice and easy and quick to work up. For this tutorial you're going to need plush yarn in white and pink for the blush, black yarn for the embroidery of the mouth. You're also going to need 10mm security eyes. I'm going to be working this project with a 5mm crochet hook, pair of scissors, stitch marker and some fiber fill. Now if you enjoy my tutorials, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and please don't forget to subscribe. Let's get started. I'm going to start off by working a slip knot using whatever method you prefer. Slip your hook inside and chain 2. 1 and 2. Now from here we're going to skip our first chain and work 6 single crochets in the second chain from your hook. Here's my first single crochet, second, third, fourth, fifth and sixth. Once you have your 6 single crochets, you're going to pull on this bit of yarn to eliminate the gap between your stitches. And from here, this should bring your stitches nice and close together. You're going to be working in a spiral and to do this, you're going to slip your hook in the first single crochet of your previous round and pull up a loop and work your first single crochet there. Going back into that same stitch to work another single crochet. So now we've got 2 single crochets in the same stitch. Just like this, we're going to be working 6 increases all together. Here's my second increase, third increase, fourth increase, fifth increase, and my final one, increase number 6. Once we worked our 6 increases, this should bring our stitch count to 12. From here, you're going to start the next round by working the first single crochet in this stitch. From here, I'm going to be using a stitch marker to identify the start of my round. If you don't have a stitch marker, feel free to use a paper clip, hairpin or even just scrap yarn, just to identify where you're starting this round. After this, we're going back into that same stitch to work another single crochet. So we have an increase here. Just like this, we're going to be working 12 increases all together. So here's my second increase. Third. This should bring your stitch count to 24. From here you're going to work a single crochet in the next stitch and put the stitch marker back in place, and we're going to follow this single crochet on with a single crochet in every one of these stitches all the way around. To finish one round you will work 24 single crochets in a row. Once we've done that, we're going to follow the same method 6 times all together to work 6 rounds of single crochet. So go ahead, work 6 rounds of single crochet and then meet me back here. At the end of 6 rounds of single crochet, your stitch count should still be 24. Now we're going to take a minute and insert some security eyes into this head, and I've already gone ahead and done this. You're going to be doing this in between round 4 and 5. that's 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, so the space in between that with a gap of 4 stitches. So go ahead and do that and then meet me back here. Once you've done that, we're going to be working on creating a little blush underneath the eye on both sides. For this you're going to need pink yarn. Let's pull the stitch out so that we don't lose it, and let's get rid of our crochet hook and get our pink yarn. We're going to keep about 6 inches, 6 to 8 inches, and snip this yarn. Now to create the blush, we're going to slip a hook at the base of the eye. So doing it from the back, you can turn it around and slip it in, or you can just turn it this way and slip it in. Now from here you're going to loop this thread onto your hook and pull it through. There we go. And keeping this tail quite nice and small, so we're keeping the tail small. Slip your hook into this stitch here, so keep one stitch in between, and we're making the hook come out from the second stitch from where we have inserted this thread. Pull, so loop this onto your hook and pull this through all the way. Now we're going to repeat that process one more time to make this blush a little bit more prominent. So slipping this hook from the right way around this time, turn your ghost inside out, and you're going to loop the bigger bit of yarn onto it and pull it out. And repeat that same process, so make it go through the other stitch. So slip your hook from the back, make it come out from that space, loop the yarn onto your hook and pull it through, and this creates a blush. Now we're going to take these two tail ends and we're going to give them a little knot in place. Be sure not to tighten it too tightly, otherwise your stitches could gather up. Now let's go ahead and snip this bit of yarn off, and there we go. There's the little blush. Go ahead and do the same thing on the other side and meet me back here. Now finish the blush on the other side as well. Now we're going to follow the same instructions as the first 3 rounds to create one of these. So this is going to be the base of this ghost. We're going to be connecting them together with a single crochet round. So go ahead, follow these instructions that are on the screen right now and make another one of these and meet me back here. Once you finish working the base of this ghost, you're going to take the stitch marker out and work a slip stitch in the next stitch. To do this, you're going to slip the hook in the next stitch, pull up a loop and make this loop go through the loop that was already on your hook. Let's go ahead and snip this yarn. And we're going to pull this out and pull this down to secure it in place. Now we're going to be attaching this to the base of the ghost. Now to be able to do this, you're going to slip your hook in the next stitch and guide your hook to come out from one of the stitches at the back. It doesn't matter where you insert it. There we go. So from here, pull up a loop and work your first single crochet. And just like this, we're going to be working single crochet across the ridge here to attach both of these things together. Let's work on this together. Slip your hook in the next stitch, do the same at the back as well. Here's my next single crochet. Each time making your way through this bit and this bit in one go, and then working your single crochet to combine the two. This method is to avoid stitching, but if you wish to stitch this along the ridge, then that's totally fine as well. nearing the end, so we're going to take a minute and stuff some fibre fill into this ghost and then continue working the stitches. So let's go ahead and work all these stitches along the top here, and then meet me back here when you get to the last stitch. Almost at the end now. There's my last stitch, and once you worked your way all the way around, you should have a total of 24 stitches still. Now in the next round we're going to be starting by working a single crochet in the next stitch. Let's go ahead and put our stitch marker back in place this time, and we're going back in that same stitch to work 2 more single crochets, all in the same space. After this, you're going to be following these 3 single crochets on with 3 single crochets in every single one of these stitches. Let's go ahead and do one together, another one together. That's 1 single crochet going back into that same stitch to work another, and the 3rd one, all in that same stitch. 1, 2, 3. And just like this, go ahead and work 3 single crochets in every single one of these stitches all the way around, and meet me back here. Once you finish working 3 single crochets in each stitch, you're going to fasten off by working a slip stitch in the next stitch. Let's go ahead and snip this yarn off, pull it out of the stitch and pull this to secure it in place. Now you're just going to use your crochet hook to thread this end in. So we're going to pull it through one of the stitches, and just like this, repeat the process a couple more times. Once you get to the edge there, we're going to guide our hook to come out from a stitch that's near it, and we're going to pull this in all the way. Now we can go ahead and snip this off. And there we go. Now this finishes the skirt or the floaty part of this ghost. Now onto the arms, and for this you're going to be taking the same white yarn and reattaching it on the side. So we're going to be doing this between round 5 and 6. That's the same round as the blush. So we are going to leave 1 stitch in between the arm and the blush. Leaving that stitch, we're going to slip our hook in the next space here and isolate the stitch by taking the hook out from the left hand side like this. Now loop your yarn onto your hook and pull this through. I'm going to give this a little knot in place to secure it, and we're now going to slip our hook from further away and guide it to come out from right next to this tail. Going to loop it onto the hook and pull it in. And there we go. Once it's hidden, we can take our hook out. Now going back around that same stitch like this, we're going to pull up a loop and work chain 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now from here you're going to be working 3 single crochets in the second chain from the hook. So we're skipping the first chain and working in the second chain. So slip the hook in there, work 3 single crochets. 1, 2 and 3. After this you should have 2 stitches left, and we're going to be working a single crochet in each of those stitches. That's 1 single crochet, and the last one another single crochet, And from here you're going to go around that same stitch one more time, and you're going to work a slip stitch this time. So pull up the loop, make this loop go through the loop that was already on your hook, and now we can go ahead and snip this yarn off. Pull this out and pull this down to secure it in place. And there is one of the arms. I'm going to now slip our hook from further away and guide it to come out from right next to the tail. So yarn over with this bit of yarn and pull it through. And there we go. We're going to now snip this. And that finishes one of the arms. You can keep it on the side, keep it up. Go ahead and follow the same instructions and make the other arm as well. Another arm is stitched on as well. Now on to the final touch, and for this you're going to go ahead and get some black yarn, and we're going to make a little mouth for this ghost. Slip your hook into this stitch here, so keeping one gap again away from the blush, and guide it to come out from the other side. We're going to take this black yarn and pull this through. Let's go ahead and snip this and give this little knot in place. So guide your knot to sit on this side. Either side is fine, however it can't be in the middle, otherwise it will be too prominent and it won't hide away inside. So once you've done the knot in place, you're going to slip your hook from further away and guide it to come out from this space. Now I'm going to take both of these bits of yarn and loop it onto your hook and pull it through. From another side of the body, and you can now go ahead and snip this off. If the thread is still showing, if you give the body a little squeeze, this should disappear. And there we go, that finishes our ghost. If you enjoyed making this little ghost with me, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.